Hi, it's Sam Tober, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we are continuing with a recorded version, not live, of our beginner musician series. So we've worked on scales. We've worked on two types: the minor scale and the harmonic. Let me get that tongue tied there. Minor scale, which just means that you know where these scales are found. You know what these scales sound like when you use them. So this principle of practicing scales gives you the ability now to hear chords, and you can hear a chord based upon the scale. Major scale, major chord. Minor scale, minor chord. The way that a musician can build their skill set is, number one, by practicing and knowing what to practice based upon how they want to sound. If you want to have a full, happy sounding chord, then you're going to play the major notes in the major scale. But if you want that minor sounding tone, then you're going to play that minor note. When you get into the jazz sort of chords, you'll be playing a major and a minor scale. To give you that, I believe Chordiaptic calls it a major 6 chord. So for the beginner musicians, we're going to give you the number system as a beginner. You want to start, let's say middle C, and space all your notes by intervals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're just going to lock your fingers to be able to hold that in that position. It gets easy after a while. So your thumb and your pinky and your middle finger all have an assigned number to practice on. Once you've got that locked down, you bring the left hand in, give it octaves. If you can't reach an octave, just hit one note. Move them at the same time. You want to be able to be in syncopation with both your right hand and your left hand, just to get comfortable finding the notes. As you can see, I can do it without looking at it. What you're doing is you're training your hands, muscle memory, to hold these notes in place, and you're hearing what they sound like. Now, I do have a whole series on this for the more intermediate musicians on the major chords found in the major scale and the chords found in the minor scale. But this is for our beginner musicians. Half a step up, the same concept. You know where the scale is already because you've been practicing them from the lives, I hope. You're going to use the same concept. Now, if you can't find the notes, look at the scale, keep them 3 intervals apart, and you should be able to land on them. Again, thumb, pinky, that's where the extension is. And you want to go back. Now I can talk and do this because I've got my self-concentration in place. Half a step up, the same concept. Major, minor, there we go. I gotta look at this one now. There we go. Minor, major, major, minor, 7th, and major. Even I had to look down. But once I get locked in where it's going to be, there we go. There we go. So what you're looking for, again, you want to be comfortable. This is the book way, but this way is acceptable also. This way may hurt a little bit, but if you're doing something to be able to move around those notes, there it is. Whichever way is comfortable. E flat. And think in the terms of major, minor, minor, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, 7th, major. That will help with your hearing or naming the chord correctly. Major, diminished, minor, major, major, minor, minor, right? Major. These are all ways of helping you to learn the theory behind chords, how they are placed, and how you actually practice them. Where we at? E, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, seventh, major. And as you can see, it's getting a little high up here, so you can come down here to keep the tones relative. Minor, minor, major. Key of F. Now as you can see, the left hand and the right hand are working in harmony. If you want to roll them, good muscle memory. So that your practicing doesn't become boring. Minor, minor. F sharp, G flat. Minor. Major, major, minor, B flat. There it is. B major, C sharp major, E flat major, E flat minor. Diminished. There we go. F sharp can be a little bit daunting. As you can see, I had to look at to see where the chords were. But as I practice, there we go. I can hear when it's not correct. And we're going to do that again. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, seventh, major. Major, seventh, minor, major, major, minor, minor, major, G, major, minor, minor, major, 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 seventh. I should know this one. There we go. I have to look down at it. Now that I see where it's going to fall, I don't have to look at it because minor, I can hear it being wrong, which is why you got to trust your ears. A flat, here we go. Give you a chance to catch up. I know this is a little bit daunting for our beginner musicians, but we've got to train you how to hear notes in every key so that you won't reach for the transpose button. A flat major. You know a minor's coming up? Another minor, major, major, minor, seventh, major. Now you see my fingering is changing a bit. I have either the pinky or the fourth finger because I play a lot of chords. There we go. Back down. Major, seventh, or I should say diminished. I know I'm saying seventh. Diminished, minor, 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 minor. Okay, that's B, A flat, A major. Now you're following the scales. Every note is within the scale. I missed the note. There it is. Because I can hear the note being incorrect. Major, right? Minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. There we go. Major. I think I kept saying seventh. It should be major, diminished, minor, major, major, minor, minor, major. B flat now. Now you see the left hand is playing the bass, it's playing the scales. But the right hand is playing chords in scales. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. I know I keep saying seventh, major. Now you can see it could be either the thumb or it could be the fourth finger. That comes into play when you're doing octave chords. Well, we're going to cover that. Major, diminished, minor, major, major, minor, minor, major. You want to be able to know the chord name and hear what it sounds like. B major. Think in the same terms. Major, minor, minor, major, minor, minor, diminished, major. It gets a lot easier when we get to B major. Major, diminished, minor, major, major, minor, minor, major. And now we've gone through a complete exercise in every key, bass chords. So the next time what we're going to cover is octave chords, where you're going to go now you're going to fill out all the notes that is available to you in every scale so that you can have a nice full sounding chord. Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services. This is for our beginner musicians. As always, don't forget to